Hello, everyone, anyone who's watching right now, and anyone watching in the future. Um, Today, I'm not too sure what we're going to be doing. I might go and visit a scientist that I was supposed to visit from last episode. Last time I streamed with him, I have not played Stalker since then. I haven't played video games at all today until now. Kind of chilling. Hi, how you doing? I don't know how to say your name because it is Ukrainian, but hello, I see your comment. I hope everybody's enjoying the series so far. I'm just waiting for a new update, man. I've been getting kind of burnt on video games the past like week or so. I've been playing Arc Raiders. I haven't played it, and I decided to give it a try because I know my brother-in-law was playing it, and I wanted to give it a try, see how it was. It's pretty popular right now, and it's okay. Like, I'm having a decent time with it. I don't really like like some of the people in the community because I play a lot of randoms. Like I fill the team. I don't really like the attitude of the community. I guess I don't like to say attitude because it makes me try to like sound authoritative or something. Like I'm not the ultimate figure for what is right and wrong. But I don't know, the way that extraction shooters are. That's why I enjoy Hunt Showdown as an extraction shooter, because I enjoy the PvP, and that's what the game is on. It's PvP. And most extraction shooters, you have to loot a bunch of stuff throughout the whole round, and then people get really uptight about the loot that they have. They get very possessive, and when you load in with randoms and arc raiders and somebody's running a certain gun, or they're running any loot, or they just picked something up, they start freaking out a little bit. You could tell by the tone of their voice and how they act. They start getting hyped up, and when they die, because you're gonna die in a game like that, in any extraction shooter, you're going to die, and that's a part of the game. And when they die, it's like their whole fucking attitude and the way they act, it just goes out of the window. And I don't like that. Everybody can do whatever. We all have free will, but I don't like being around it. That's why like I said, I always liked Hunt Showdown out of all the extraction shooters. That's why I stopped playing. I played Arena Breakout Infinite, but it's the same thing with that game. You go in, you loot a bunch of stuff, and that's the way, like, people will get attached to stuff like that, and then it makes them get anxious, and they have a negative attitude. And Arc Raiders is fun for now. Like I said, I'll probably keep playing it because I like the art style. But the secret Malachite room, that's like it's like a running joke on the streams now, Alex. Everybody's always talking about that room. I probably won't end up getting it. Maybe in like a different playthrough where it's not permadeath, but I probably will end up just skipping over that. I know y'all are just looking out for me though, and I appreciate it. I don't know if I should bring in the S.T.A.L.K.E.R or the Karat. 5.56 is always more common than 9x39. I kind of I want loot, man. Like I've been saying the past few streams, I don't know any stash locations, to the point where I think I should probably just look around certain locations for stashes, like just explore the environment a little more. Because I feel like we've been going on a roll with main story missions since like before the swamps. I feel like is when we were really getting a lot of loot.
Є одне діло. Мої приятелі готують теплий прийом одному. Навар з нього поділимо по-чесному. Тобі, сталкеру, таке, як два пальці, а купонів піднімеш. Згоден?
What was the song, Alex?
Звучить просто. Я в ділі.
От і славненько. Я точку скину. Друзі зустріну. Зробиш все, як скажуть, щоб угода пройшла чисто.
I just want to chill and do some side quests. You know what I'm saying? I want to find stashes so I have a little more loot. The only worries I really have from here on out are the boss fights. Random bug, maybe like I don't know what random bug would kill me. Or I've heard that a lot of people have been getting one shot from those ward members. They even addressed it in the Stalker Discord. The community manager said they're working on it. That the ward guys with the RP-74, I think it's called, that light machine gun, that they one-shot you through the walls. Like you guys have been telling me to. And yeah, that's one of my only worries outside of boss battles like S.T.A.L.K.E.R and Faust, and other like small little moments in the game that might kill me. But I'm like running out of food in my stash. I need to get food. I need to find loot. They haven't given me any locations. A foot of snow tomorrow, dude. I've been getting nothing but snow the whole week, man. It's unfortunate. We've been getting a lot of snow here. And my snowblower, one of the belts snapped on it, of course. Like, I think 2 days ago. Maybe no, yesterday, actually. I was like, nice. More snow tomorrow. How would I estimate the game improvements the past year? I think the game has improved significantly the past year. I think that the game is where it should have been at launch, especially the A-Life system. And like I've said in previous streams, I was very disgruntled, and my morale was very low in terms of Stalker 2 for a very long time. Like this time last year is when I last played Stalker. So like February 2025, January 2025 is like when I stopped playing Stalker consistently, and I only played the updates that they allowed me to test. And for the rest of that year until November, the November that just passed, where they released, I think, patch 1.7. And I'm patiently waiting for patch 1.9, or whatever patch they want to call it. My mic volume is low. What the hell? Hold on. Let me see something. I noticed that on my OBS it seemed low for some reason. Let me check something. Hold on. Hello, hello, hello. It's still, is it still low? Is it still low? Oh, I can pull my stream up right now. It doesn't sound too bad on my phone. I can see on OBS it's still like the same levels of audio. But on my phone it seems pretty loud. It's still low. I don't know, it seems pretty decent on my yeah, I know my volume is pretty high too though. So I don't know what's wrong. Let me try one more thing. Hello? Yeah, it still looks low. I mean, I really don't know what to do about that. Let me see. Let me see something. Hello. My audio is kind of low. Hello, hello. I don't know what's wrong with it. Maybe my mic was kind of twisted actually, I think. Is it good now? Oh, I appreciate it. I think actually, you see how I think my mic was my bad. It was missing. I think it was twisted like this. That's why you couldn't hear me. You know what I'm saying? No, I think it's regular. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm a silly guy. Yeah, I think it was just messed up. Am I Italian? I am Italian and Puerto Rican. Hold on. Sorry about that. Thank you for catching it though, because I would have probably had it that way. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm patiently waiting for patch 1.9. I just want a new update, you know. German American. So you're German? I don't know. A lot of people, and I'm not. What's up, Easy Living? Oh, they were looting somebody. Whenever people say like Mexican American or like German American, like I guess you could say I'm Italian Puerto Rican American, I guess, but like to me, a lot of, at least I know with Mexican people, because a lot of my friends are Mexican people and Hispanic people in general. A lot of the times people will be like, oh, I'm not like Mexican, I'm American. Or like, it's because their family, a lot of Hispanic people if you're not directly from the country, like they'll just tell you that, oh, like, oh, you're a white boy, like you're not like a real Mexican, or you're not a real Puerto Rican because you didn't live in Puerto Rico, or you're not from those places like Germany, or your place. Like I don't know. Whenever somebody says like something like that, I'm like, ah. I haven't had any crashes, Mortal. But then again, I never really had crashes. I might have crashed maybe once, like, and that was like a year ago. I never really crashed with Stalker 2. In most games, I don't really crash. I think it's because a lot of the times I try to keep my PC. I'm not saying that this is your issue, you know what I'm saying? But I try to keep my PC like at the least amount of background programs as possible. And I try not to mess with too much, except like maybe some overclocking of the graphics card with MSI Afterburner, like slightly, but nothing serious. You know, I'm not like doing anything serious to try to gain performance. I've spent a lot of money. Oh, what is this guy doing up here? I think that a lot of people don't say like I don't. Obviously, I'm American, but if somebody asks me what I am, I'll say Italian Puerto Rican, because that's just how I grew up, I guess. In America, like when people ask what you don't say like, oh, I'm American, like in America. You say like, these guys don't even care about me.
Hey, Stalker!
Because I feel like America is like, I don't know if it's a nationality. Like, I mean, it's a nationality, but like I'm trying to figure out the word. I can't think of the word. Not nationality, but like something else.
Hey, Stalker! Підходь, я тут!
Dang, he got the stank face, bro.
Мужик, може бінт знайдеться? Треба підлататися.
The new NVIDIA driver does mess with things. I actually had to, because my computer would black screen,
Тримай.
Дякую.
and then the
Бандоси мене
GPU
істотно пошарпали.
fans would rev up
Добре, що лише на гроші попав.
when I was
Думав,
playing
живим
Red
не
Dead.
виберусь.
Ethnicity, yeah, Peter.
Бабай, сука. Його вбити мало за таку підставу.
Um,
Хоча ні. Грохнути це падло в самий раз.
And by the way, when I'm not paying attention to some of this stuff, or like I'm not selecting side stuff, it's because I already know. Like I already know. Like I know a lot of people watch like playthroughs, and they're like they want the people they're watching to really pay attention to certain moments. Like for anybody who doesn't know, like I've already played through this game like 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what happens for most things. The only things I don't know what happen are like kind of like obscure little moments, and but every like major like story point I basically know, or like if I don't know it off the top of my head, like I remember it pretty quick. But that's why I'm not paying attention to a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I already know that he got backstabbed by that guy who just gave me the quest, and after that you make a deal with him to go take out the guy. Just letting you guys know. I don't want people to be
Допомогти
upset 'cause I'm not
розібратися
really
з
paying
бабаєм.
attention.
А
On
давай.
big story
Є
moments,
одна думка.
I do pay
Може
attention,
спрацювати.
especially things,
Він
the story
зазвичай на
moments that I
тіріконі
care about.
тиняється. Там його не взяти. Але якщо звідти виманить,
No,
то
they
замок
haven't
рушить,
released a
не проблема.
2026
Тобі
roadmap.
так точно. Але діяти доведеться самотужки, інакше план не спрацює. Ти в ділі?
Припустимо, згоден. Який план?
Іди до бабая і скажи, що я залишився живий і буду мститися. Для правдивості покажи зброю його другана. Натякни, що йому краще бігти. Хоча він і сам буде трястися за свій зад. Коротше, витягни
way
на
to get
вулицю,
to the
щоб з ним
Duga
розібратися.
early.
Шкода, особисто не побачу його
I think
смерть.
somebody
Але
said that
слово
in the
даю,
last stream too.
за його голову купонів не пожалкую.
There's nothing really at the Duga in terms of loot or anything like that I really want. All the loot that I need, I have basically, except obviously for Exo, an Exo suit, probably a Nipro, and a Gauss rifle. But otherwise, like in terms of like a suit kind of loot and like guns and stuff, I have everything that I really need. Anything else would be extra, you know what I'm saying? Obviously the money from getting certain loot wouldn't hurt, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to potentially get sniped, and then the run I have to start all over again, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that guitar. What's up, Blues? I appreciate you being here, and I hope you feel better soon. I hope that this is the run that we end the game with, you know what I'm saying? Well, we beat the game with. Whoa, you saw that? Yeah, I really want them to I need some news from GSC, you know what I'm saying? Cuz at least in terms of a new patch, I do follow the story. The like point of what we're doing on the permadeath thing is I have to finish the story. I'm not just this isn't like a time how long I can survive kind of thing. I appreciate it, Blues. It sucks. But yeah, I do follow the story. I think that that's what like a real permadeath run is, except for something like a game like Project Zomboid, or that game that's gonna come out soon in early access that has some Stalker vibes to it. Road to Vostok, which I think I might play on stream because that game looks good to me. A game like Road to Vostok, Project Zomboid, you don't really have a story. It's more about the time, how long you've survived, you know what I'm saying? But in games like this, I think the real permadeath is challenge is beating the story, you know? Yeah, grenade, I know. I'm being like greedy with them. Do I think we'll get a new game plus? I don't think we will, to be honest with you. It's a possibility. It's always a possibility. everything is also always possible, but I don't think so. But maybe. But I don't really know how a New Game Plus, like, do you just want to use the same gear that you got, like, throughout the story? Or, like, what's the desire for it? Because a game like The Witcher, I could get a new... I like The Witcher 3's... What's up, Wolfie Brandon? I haven't seen you in a little bit, man. I appreciate that, Patar. I'm sorry if I'm fucking up the name, bro. But a game like Witcher 3, the way they have that New Game Plus set up as to where it's like... I think they increased the level cap. And they increase, like... They make the gear, you can get better gear. Like, the gear you have is like... It's like starting from level 1 again. Like, I don't know how to explain it. But they increase, I think, the level cap from like level 40 to level 80. And then you can get your Witcher School gear. Like, you can get other versions that are better. I like the way that The Witcher 3 handles a New Game Plus. Because it doesn't feel like you're just overpowered running through the game. That's why I don't know how a Stalker 2 New Game Plus would be. You haven't missed much. I think last stream, I went ahead and I messed with the Chimera at the VPC. Where they were doing the controller, some of the controller stuff. Right now, I think the main story mission, I have to go talk to Apollo. Yeah. A-Life is acting a little funny, isn't it? Like, do y'all see what's happening with the flying corpses and the people spawning, like, right behind me? Y'all notice that, right? It's kind of acting funny, like, on stream right now. Kind of glitching out, but, yeah. I mean, that's basically what you missed. I think maybe if you weren't here during that Dugas mission where I almost died twice on stream. My HP was on like 1. I think that the PS5 controller for this game is sick, personally. I didn't really like the whole like Wii aiming thing, but I know other people like it. I like all the like vibrations and all that other good stuff like that PS5 controllers are known for. Kind of immersive. The volume seems low. I hope not. We were just messing with this earlier, my microphone, but I figured out it's because my microphone was like twisted like that, so I like retwisted it. But maybe the game's audio is a little low. I'm not sure though. But yeah, I was messing around with like audio stuff earlier, so maybe that's why. Wolfie Burner. I have good artifacts. I mean, they're all right. They aren't the best. I feel like I've been getting one artifact over and over again. I think it's like a fly trap or something. I forget what it's called, but I'm like thinking of the model, the in-game model of it in my head right now. But yeah, the game just keeps giving me the same kind of artifacts. It's not giving me anything too good. Not like legendary artifacts, you know. How do y'all feel about the radio silence? I mean, there's not really radio silence, but the lack of patch news, you know what I'm saying? I expected a little something for patch 1.9 by now. I've expected some kind of news from GSC, but it has been silent. Hey, who knows? Maybe patch 1.9 they're trying to. Maybe they're trying to fit all the good stuff into patch 1.9 and then 2.0. Maybe they'll release the DLC with 2.0. I think that'd be pretty good. But I think, I don't know. I was on a that podcast with it's Tommy Love. I don't know if any of you saw it. I posted the link in a YouTube post, I think a few days ago. And we were talking about whether they're going to release the DLC at the same time as the engine update. And I don't think they'll do that because the engine update is definitely going to break some things. In my eyes, like in my opinion, I think it shouldn't. Obviously, if they want to make a really good impression, the engine update should go over smooth. But we all know it's GSC. The last good update, patch 1.7, broke a few things with getting one shot through walls and all that other good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And some of the boss fights a lot of people have been complaining about. So some things definitely have been a little messed with since patch 1.7. So I don't think that the engine update is going to be smooth, in my opinion. I think that there's definitely going to be some systems that are a little broken, hopefully not fully broken as to where it has to take months for them to rebuild. Hopefully it's just a little glitched out. You know what I'm saying? But I do not think it would be wise for them to release the DLC at the same time as the engine update because there's going to be a lot going on with that.
Заходь, заходь. Приніс щось цікаве? Зараз час такий, час можливостей.
It's the voice line from the that one trailer. Hopefully they're cooking up that roadmap, Wolfie Brandon and Easy Living. I hope that they're cooking up that roadmap because and I hope maybe we'll see some of the suggestions I made in that YouTube video. Maybe not, probably not, but would be cool to see them actively addressing some feedback that isn't NVG's. You know what I'm saying? Well, we know that is Master not in English? No, I just have the game set in Ukrainian because I enjoy the Ukrainian dub better than English for most of the scenes. Easy Living. We know that they're definitely for the DLC. They're definitely probably going to do the CNPP because of that teaser. That teaser trailer. So it's definitely going to be CNPP. Possibly Lemansk connected to it. And most likely, I'm thinking definitely for sure CNPP and Iron Forest. And most likely Lemansk as well. Because in Clear Sky, if I remember correctly, like S.T.A.L.K.E.R has to go through Lemansk to get to the CNPP, right? They go through Lemansk and then like that hospital to get through to the CNPP. I think Master is worth it. And after patch 1.8, you can now play Master, and you could also save. If you go here, and you could do manual saving, it'll just turn it into Veteran Plus, which if you care about the title that much, just keep it on Master. But Veteran Plus, it just means Master difficulty, but with manual saving. And you can only do that mid-game. You can only switch to Veteran Plus when you started a Master save through from the beginning.
Що ти тут
Передаю привіт. Від Давида Копяна.
Ну, привіт я отримав. Якщо це все, то шуруй далі. Справ по горло.
А ще він просив показати тобі це. Знайома річ.
Та ну нахрен. А Копян поклав моїх? З виду лох лохом. От я попав. Ця ж сука і за мною прийде. Треба відчалити по бистряку і залягти на дно. На час. Охреніє він мене шукати по всій зоні.
Слухай, а допоможи мені дістатися до схрона. Забезпечиш охорону, отримаєш купони. Всі у плюсі. По руках?
Можемо вирушати.
Готовий? Погнали.
Well, for me, I turned off all the HUD stuff. On Master, I think the only thing it makes you not play with, like it turns off the crosshair and the compass for sure, but everything else I turned off manually except the health bar. Yeah, I don't like saving depending on difficulty either, Venerable.
Бля, не подумав би.
But I did get used to the expedition mode. I actually really enjoy it. Goes back to the extraction conversation I was saying earlier on the stream.
Нічого.
Speaking
Хай
of that,
приходить. Зустріне.
like I was saying earlier at the beginning of the stream, you guys weren't here yet, but it was for the people who watch afterwards after the stream's done. But
Майже прийшли.
I've been playing
Не
Arc
гальмуй.
Raiders the past like week, and it's an alright game. Like I'm having fun with it, but like I was saying earlier, like it just reminds me why I like Hunt Showdown more in terms of an extraction shooter, because it's PvP focused. It's not focused on the looting. And when looting comes into play and people spend a whole bunch of time crafting and getting blueprints and all this other stuff, people tend to get like really negative and they get really anxious and they get like dickheaded. And the way that people act in that game when they die, like teammates and the people that you fight, it's just very toxic and negative. I don't mind shit talking, but I could just feel the energy coming off of people if they die with like after looting the lobby or bringing in loot that they built up. For me, it's like when you play an extraction shooter, part of the fun is building up and getting your loot, and people have a lot of like gear fear, I guess it's called. And I used to have that because I used to play a lot of Arena Breakout Infinite, and I stopped playing it because of that. But that game, it's hard to, you can't really play that game without having money, you know, built up. But with Arc Raiders, you could just run a free kit and you run around and like the money doesn't really matter. Same with Hunt Showdown, the money doesn't really matter too much, you know, so at a certain point it does. But I think that if you're playing an extraction shooter, you gotta understand that you're going to die. Like it's a part of the game and you're gonna lose all the stuff you built up. It's like if you had all the gear you wanted, you wouldn't be playing the game, you know? Yeah, guitar. The new missions with 1.8, you have to enter the burnt forest. Or I think even maybe even crossing. I think even if you cross this bridge, if you enter this like burnt forest area, you'll get a radio call and it'll send you up here to the old mine. I think it's the old mine, and then you start that new quest. But yeah, I don't know how you. I know you guys. I don't know how you guys feel about Arc Raiders. I'm not going to stream it. I already asked you guys. I'm probably not going to stream it. And I don't think it's a good idea to stream it anyway. Games like that, I just like a game like Red Dead 2 or like even Hunt, maybe, I don't know. I don't want to make it too much like a job, certain games, you know. Stalker 2, to a certain point, has become almost... I enjoy the game, and this is not a job to me, you know. But I don't want to have to feel obligated to know a bunch of stuff about ARC Raiders or like any game that I play on stream, because I don't know, I like to know a certain to a certain degree and be passionate about the game I'm playing on YouTube. And with Stalker 2, I'm very passionate about it, and I know a decent amount about it, so that's why I create videos about it. I don't really think I'd be interested in creating videos for ARC Raiders or anything like that, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about what I've noticed with people's attitudes in the game. I don't really like I don't like that negativity.
Здається, Терекон знову сам по собі лишився. Не знаю, чи надовго нас вистачить, але здаватися ми не плануємо. Ні Моноліту, ні будь-кому ще. Обирай! Буде
Yeah, I agree, Venerable. The past like few months I've been getting burnt out off video games in general because I've been playing a lot of Hunt Showdown, and that's a heavy duty multiplayer competitive game, and I still enjoy playing it. And I'm like, I like to competitively play it, but single player games, if it's between multiplayer games and single player games, I'm always gonna play single player games every time. Like that's just the way, like,
Чув.
Так.
that's just
Більше
the
не
way I am,
заважатиме.
I guess. I don't know.
Дякую тобі. Як його підніму. Щастить.
And multiplayer games is always but like a lot of people see video games just for multiplayer games, you know, and I feel like that's kind of whack. I've always been a single player game kind of guy, I guess. I don't know, it sounds kind of cringe to say, but for sure, but just making sure I got all the stuff that I needed from this guy in terms of my inventory and all that other good stuff. Like I said, I'm trying to look for loot, man. The game is not giving me stashes. And I know you guys are gonna say, oh, secret room at Malachite. I know. Probably not gonna do it. And even this past week, ARC Raiders has kind of burnt me out in terms of video games, man. I've been playing it too much, though. But, like, the negativity of other people, it's just, it doesn't really, I don't really care, like, I don't think about it, but it's just when I know if I get on that game, which I want to play the game, it's fun, but I don't know, I'm bugging. Don't mind me, I'm just talking. I appreciate it, Qatar. I'll talk to you later, man. For sure, they can be a special experience. But that's what I'm saying, like, a lot of people let these extraction kind of games stress them out. Like, a lot of people let these kind of things stress them out too much as to where they attack other people for it, and I don't like it. And you could feel, they attack other people and they let loose on other people, like, because they can't handle their own stuff. And I always have tried not to show, I've always tried not to really attack other people with my own insecurities because I'm feeling anxious or something. I have before, because we're all human, you know. But I Some people just let it constantly happen, especially over something like a video game, because at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with playing video games and all that, but they are just video games, and it's supposed to be fun, and you're supposed to be enjoying this narrative experience or this multiplayer experience. And it's okay playing competitively too, don't get me wrong. Like I like playing games competitively, but when you let it stress you out too much, it's like, and you start attacking other people that you're playing with over it, it's like, ah. I'm probably not going, just like the Duga thing, easy living, I'm probably not going to do any kind of parkour or any like anything like that to get certain early areas earlier. Like I said earlier, I have everything I need until I get certain things, you know what I'm saying? On my first playthrough, do I remember how many times I died? Probably like 200 something times. If I'm remembering correctly, it was definitely in the hundreds. I died a bunch of times. And I'm not like trying to talk authoritatively or like I know what the hell I'm talking about in terms of what people can and can't do with their time, you know, but like I think it's me personally, I don't like being around people who can't handle their, like, where a game will make them freak out like that. Like me and Arc Raiders, whenever I'm down or something crawling around, somebody's talking to me, I'll just tell them to like eat my weenus or something, bro. Like whatever. Like I just say stupid stuff that's funny, and I'll be like a little toxic in that aspect. But I'm not actually trying to like attack nobody. If somebody's trying to say something to me, I'll say like I'm not gonna say nothing vile to them, but I'll be like, I'll tell them about themselves. Like, hey, you did this and this. Like, bro, like what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Stone heart. Another whack artifact. Yeah, it's very like, and like I said, I'm not the end all be all in terms of these things, and like there's been times where I couldn't regulate my emotions with certain things, but it's a video game. You're supposed to be having fun, man. Like we're having fun. Like, you guys are watching me right now out of, like, the funness of Stalker, because we love Stalker. So it's like... Like, if I died right now on this Stalker run, you would not see me get legitimately upset over it. Like, I would be like, damn, that sucks, you know? Like, I'm gonna have to go back to the beginning, but I'm not gonna sit here and like I'm not like the loot I have, I'm attached to it a little bit, but even though I'm attached to it, you will not see me freak out over it. Now if it's some, I'll be hyped up, you know, because you guys are here and I like to have fun, but I'm never like legitimately upset. Like it's very hard for me to get legitimately upset. The only time I'm legitimately upset is when somebody calls me AI, bro. On those, that's like, nah, I'm just playing. I'm always getting AI comments, bro. I think the last one, and it's always on the, it's on the PS5 review for Stalker 2. Everybody's like, damn, I hate that there's so many AI voices on YouTube videos. And I'm like, damn, this is my voice, bro. But we've talked about this before. Y'all are probably tired of me talking about it. I just think, the way that I take most things is like, it's all just rage bait, you know? So I'm not gonna get upset.
Ховай, Валина. Усім бути на
Put down your gas. No, yeah, it's true. I am actually just tricking you, Venerable. I'm actually like a very advanced AI. I can't blow my cover though. Don't tell anybody. I am the most advanced version of Microsoft Copilot. Look at how beautiful that looks. Look at the fog in the tank. The tank little graveyard they got there. That's beautiful. I think that deserves a screenshot. Beautiful.
Підтримай вогнем! Переміщуйся!
See, look at Duty. Doing the world some justice, bro.
Як я ненавиджу.
Oh. We both locked in. Me and this dude were looting. We were like, hold up. Wait a minute.
Що то тут мутно?
See, the AI is very funky right now. Maybe it's because I know this is like a side quest location kind of thing, or maybe it's part of the main story if you helped out with the guy, that bandit.
Потрібне укриття! Прикрий!
I agree. I don't enjoy the AI videos either.
Вогонь на ураження!
I do not.
Я знаю, ти десь поряд.
It is unfortunate. Yeah, for sure the anomalies are hardcore mortal. I think that's been most of my deaths on this like stream playthrough of the Permadeath. Our first Permadeath playthrough. Have y'all seen the new Fable gameplay? I'm hyped for it. I played a lot of Fable 3, which I know a lot of people don't like Fable 3, but I was a kid. Like, I was a kid when Fable 3 was out. And I really, what the fuck? I really enjoyed it. I tried to play Fable 2 a little bit. I played a little bit of it, very tiny bit. But like the whole training arc you go through, I lost interest in, but I was a little younger at that time when I tried to play it. But I am, yeah, I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for Fable. I can't wait for Fable, actually. Another big thing I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping it comes out towards my birthday. I know it says autumn time. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, you can have kids, you can own a bunch of stores. It's just like the original Fable. Well, I know Fable 3 for sure. You could own a bunch of stores, marry a bunch of people, have kids, all that other stuff. I remember doing that in Fable 3. And I just can't wait. And the combat looks decent for what it is. It kind of reminds me almost of Dragon's Dogma 2 combat, but not like how you could crawl on things and jump up and crawl on top of monsters. But one of the scenes in the gameplay that they showed when they hit that goblin with that big hammer and that goblin flew, or whatever it's called. I think it's called something else. I forget what those like goblins are called in Fable, but that goblin flew or whatever, like it kind of reminded me of Dragon's Dogma 2 in a way. And I really enjoyed Dragon's Dogma 2. I have a few YouTube videos. It's kind of like an Iron Man mode. I mean, I don't know. What's the difference between like an Iron Man mode and like any permadeath mode? Or is Iron Man and permadeath just the same thing but different words? Damn. I feel like I haven't seen the light rain effect in a while. This is like one of the most beautiful weather effects in the game now. Damn. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm like inward hiccuping. I'm sorry. I don't know how to describe that. I was just going through. But yeah, ever since they released this weather, I really can't wait for it. And I really am delusional enough to keep believing that there might be a Fallout New Vegas and 3 remaster coming soon, but probably not soon. I don't know. I gotta curb my enthusiasm. Yeah, it's a single life scenario. If you go back to my early streams, every time I died like 9 times. I haven't died in a while. I'm sure a death will come eventually, but I haven't died in a while. Every time I die, I go back to the beginning. And we have to sit through the pain of watching the opening cutscene without skipping it. AI hiccuping. Yeah, it really is advanced, isn't it? It's crazy. I'm getting a lot of loot. I'm kind of chunky right now. Let me drop some. Playing a lot of Arc Raiders. I haven't played Red Dead 2 as much as I was like last week. I kind of want to just go back to Red Dead 2. I mean, it's not like I can't play different games at the same time, but I haven't really played Red Dead 2, you know what I'm saying? I miss it. Great game, man. Can I fast forward them holding space? When you say that, are you talking about like... What do you mean by that? I'm sorry, I'm kind of... I might... Oh, you're talking about the cutscenes. I'm sorry, see, I'm bugged out. The cutscenes... I know for a fact you used to be able to fast forward them. Some people say you still can on certain cutscenes. But as far as I know, since patch like 1.2, I haven't been able to fast forward or skip certain cutscenes like. But then again, I haven't really tried too many times. Like I said, some people said that some cutscenes you can't fast forward and some you can. So I don't know. I haven't played Witcher 3 in a while too. I was playing it for the stream. I haven't streamed it and I haven't really played it in a little bit. I guess Red Dead 2 was more of my holiday game this year. My holiday chill game. I really modded Red Dead 2 a lot. I wish I was able to mod the graphics in it, but my my Vulkan mode doesn't work, and most graphics mods in Red Dead 2 only allow Vulkan when the game just crashes. Ooh. And whenever you try to turn on Vulkan for Red Dead 2, the game just creates a little screen in the top left, so I'm like, whatever. The graphics are already beautiful as it is. And plus I get away with using like the lighting mods that they have. I think it's called I forget what the lighting mod I'm using. The like lighting and weather mod in Red Dead 2. I think Visual Redemption or something like that. And I'm using like the Euphoria ragdoll mods, bleeding mods, new gun noises, gun medals, the gun medals. I always like every time I'm playing Red Dead 2, I end up spending a bunch of time editing my guns. Because I can't, like, make a solid decision whether I just want to have them all decked out with engravings and stuff and make them look like my own, or if I just want to make them look like real life versions of those guns, like the medals and stuff. Just plain, like, base I love the way that the base models of the guns look in real life, like the revolvers and the like the repeaters. So I think right now I have the Winchester in that game. Yeah, I think it has like a, I think it's a black metal frame and then like an iron for everything else, and no engravings. Because sometimes I used to like stuff like that, like a bunch of engravings and all that, but I found that I don't really like too much going on. I like simple looking stuff, you know. The Cattleman revolvers I think are just straight iron with iron engravings, so it looks a little decorative, but it's not too much with two different metals. And I'll just go out hunting in like the mountainous area, the snow area, the warm clothing. I'll go out and I'll make like custom clothes. I loaded a save that was already like in chapter 3, so when you're in like roads. So like I didn't play from the beginning, and I've been kind of trying to unlock all the challenges for the different weapon equipment, and so I can make like a custom outfits for like every story mission, you know. I'll just be, like I said, that game is just like me immersively chilling, straight chilling. Witcher 3, I kind of added some mods in that are like that to just be chilling in an immersive sense. I got a trainer for Witcher 3 so I could wear whatever I want, whatever outfit for Geralt, but I don't know, I just I stopped playing it. I haven't like I've told you guys before, I'm fickle when it comes to video games. I wanna play it, but I've got a lot of other things that I'm doing art, like I said, which I should be doing more of, 'cause I'm gonna get an art job like in the next year or two, and I just don't think I'm ready for something like that yet, you know. But I'm still doing. I haven't drawn at all today, actually. I was drawing yesterday. I just get anxious that I'm gonna forget things in terms of art. You don't use it, you lose it, you know. And the past few weeks, it's been hard for me to go into like a study mode with art. I've just been wanting to draw my own stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. I kind of want to check what's up here. I've never been up here. So, you know, I play whatever. Stalker 2 for the stream always, and for YouTube, 'cause I love Stalker. Red Dead Redemption 2 because I just want to chill when I'm playing video games. Arc Raiders because I just started playing it this week. And I've been on like a multiplayer extraction shooter kick for the past like 6 months with Hunt Showdown, but I haven't really played Hunt Showdown as much as I have been the past 6 months. Yeah. Whoa, double rainbow, dude. Look at that. Oh, there's a storm coming. Let me get off the roof before I get zapped. Although it does look pretty. Ooh. Is it an emission? I don't think it's an emission. Maybe it's that. Like today, I was tired. I started that show Invincible. I never watched it before. Decided I wanted to watch it. I like the comic artist Ryan Otley. I like his art. So I decided to start watching it yesterday. I was just like binge watching the first season today. So I haven't really done anything with my day but chill. Tomorrow I have to fix my snowblower. Oh god, it's cold. But there are very beautiful moments in this game. I remember when you go and talk to Duvpolov back in the day, when the game first came out, there was a glitch where for the rest of the game, you're like, there'd be like closing your eyes glitch every once in a while. It would just happen randomly. That would have been a pain on this permadeath run. I really do hope anybody, hopefully, Obsidian. I hope we do see something like that. Maybe not, though. I'm not playing with mods, Rez. Damn, I thought I got... Dude, my weight limit... What am I carrying as to where it's so heavy? I guess I should stop carrying all those. I was playing Witcher 3 off stream too for my wife. I know she wanted to watch me play it. I do kind of want to get back to doing that.
Переміщуюсь!
Roosevelt stash.
Виконай свій обов'язок. Стань плечем до плеча з однодумцями та покажи мутантам, на що ти готовий заради захисту людей.
Yeah, the ones with the check mark are quest items. That's why, Riz.
Паскуди.
There's nothing wrong with that, Obsidian. I think that they should be randomly placed. Maybe. But I also do think it's nice that they are preset placed as well. It just depends, I guess. Maybe the preset placement will be a little more satisfying whenever the A life is really solidified, and maybe it'll be like harder to get those NVGs that are over here in the Karad because there's more danger in the northern areas spawned up here. You know what I'm saying? We'll see though. Who knows? I also I don't want them to get rid of the pre-placement because I know where everything is every time I start a new game. You know what I'm saying? I get scared. I don't want to. I love my Saiga and stuff. I think the stash is actually in here, if I remember correctly. I agree, Obsidian. There are only a few that are actually worth a damn. Some of these things do need to be more useful, but that goes back to the whole weapon balancing and how certain weapons like the AK should be able to be used the whole game and not only once. You know what I'm saying? Like I've said in previous streams.
Долучайся додому. Зараз ти як ніколи потрібен звичайним беззахисним громадянам за периметром. Захисти їх від зони.
No doubt. But I think I agree with you, Obsidian, but I think that A-Life is probably even more crucial for the replayability than whether loot is randomly placed or not. Is there a way I've never figured out the stash. Actually, I remember. I don't care enough about it. It's probably got nothing of interest in it anyway.
Долучайся додому. Зараз ти як ніколи
Like,
потрібен
it wouldn't like break replayability completely if they kept the way that the gear is right now, where it's a pre-placed gear. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know it's on the roof. I just don't know how to get up there, so I no longer care about it. Word. I think that the real deal breaker in terms of replayability is whether A-Life is functioning properly. Stuff like pre-placed loot and stashes,
Щось тут не те.
mods can kind of deal with that, you know what I'm saying? Just like realistic damage in terms of getting shot. I think most games should leave that to modders. Like, it doesn't have to be vanilla where a bullet one-taps you because it's realistic kind of damage. I think a mod can address that. Because I think even in the trilogy, the gear was pre-placed, if I'm not mistaken. I know in Anomaly it's randomized, which, like I said, mods can deal with that. I just got another hypercube. I wonder if anybody needs that. Devil's mushroom. I'll keep the hypercubes in case anybody wants to give me a quest for it, maybe. They have I don't know if you're talking about, because I know stashes will stay if you've only looted certain parts of them and you still like left loot in them. But I know that after, I think, patch 1.7 or 1.8, that if you partially looted a stash, it'll only show one, like, triangle instead of multiple triangles. If I'm not mistaken. these stashes has that I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I was up here, wasn't I, last stream? I should probably go to Dupolov and start that little quest line of the main story. Because it's not really dangerous until you get to, I think it's X13. Or no, Agroprom Underground. I think, is it called X13 Agroprom Underground? I'm not sure. It's just called Agroprom.
Ти одне й те саме.
Okay. I think I'll go to Malachite and then go to Dupolov. Because Award, they don't really like me right now. But I don't know, maybe Rostock actually, I think it's closer.
Виконай свій обов'язок. Стань плечем до плеча з однодумцями.
Alright. Before we do that though, I'll go use the bathroom real quick and I'll be right back. I think we're gonna go mess with the Dupolov a little bit and, oh yeah, end the stream for just 'cause
У звільнення.
take a little shower. So,
Повернути. Забуду зону як страшненько.
I hope everybody's been doing well, though. I hope anybody who's watching afterwards is enjoying. And if you've been watching since, like, what, like 2 months ago now, I really appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who watches, but damn, if you've been dealing with me for hours and hours for 2 months, you're
Ніби давно в зоні, а від викиду й досі.
you're brave. I know I tend to ramble. But I do tend to ramble whenever I'm feel a little more comfortable, so take that as you will, I guess. Whenever I'm hanging out with usually
Що?
whenever I was at work in the army or in school, I like to talk a lot. Like whenever I'm like outside of that, I don't really talk as much. It's weird. I think it's because whenever I'm in like I don't know. Even during like when I've recorded gameplay similar to the streams, like where I've recorded like some gameplay like that with Dragon's Dogma 2 and Stalker 2, where it's not like a voiceover, it's live gameplay, like reactions. Very hard for me to talk, but when I know there's other people like listening to me, it's easier for me to talk. Especially since I'm also able to like interact with you guys, like and you guys interact with me. You know what I'm saying? Like makes you feel more comfortable with talking into the camera, I guess. I appreciate that easy living. I figured most people were probably playing and listening to the stream in the background, or listening to this. I know a lot of people, because I have done it, will play a game for a few hours and put like a stream on or like a long form video. I did it with Project Zomboid and the YouTuber That Guy Preds. Which Project Zomboid, I had a lot of hours in that game because I don't know, I miss it sometimes, but then other times it's like that new update is interesting, where you can like blacksmith and do all these crafting and trade things, and so time consuming though. And I used to play with a mod called Britta's Mod, and they ever since build 42, I think it's 42, they haven't been able to update Britta's Mod, man. He had some high quality like gear models and gun models. It's a loss. I think that's I am looking forward to whatever Total War has cooking with Space Marine and the Medieval 3. Really hope Total War Medieval 3 is good, man. The new Space Marine Total War looks really cool too, though. That's what they should have been doing with the Warhammer the Warhammer Total War games. I don't know what this like medieval Warhammer thing is, that they got with Total War, but Total War, like Space Marines, come on now, that would print money, especially since most people have been doing that their whole lives.
Мангуст на зв'язку. Є легка справа.
Playing
Можна
with
непогано
like
заробити.
the
Підходь, якщо цікаво. Я на
the
території
tabletop
Аватара біля
game.
хімзаводу. Шукаю невеликий двоповерховий будинок.
and like painting their like Warhammer Space Marine armies and stuff. But you could get that in like a video game where it's actually like showing animations of them fighting and stuff. Come on now. That's like all the tabletop fantasies come to life, bro. I don't know nothing about it. I've never been into tabletop games myself. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons or anything like that. I guess you could say I've played forms of Dungeons and Dragons because I've played Baldur's Gate 3 and those kind of games, but like I've said before, I might have said it before on stream, I don't like the whole fucking dice roll thing. I grew up playing like Fallout, and a lot of the times your speech checks and all that other stuff was based on the skill points you put into it. And Baldur's Gate 3, it's a little bit like that. I guess it gives you an advantage or something, like, maybe, but I don't like if I have like my speech maxed out and I roll a fucking 1 and it needs a 20, it's like sorry, I spent my whole my entire playthrough putting levels into speech on this character, sacrificing skill points. I would like to get my money's worth. Maybe I'll do a little Divinity Original Sin 2 playthrough on stream before the new Divinity game. Maybe not though. I never got to beat Divinity Original Sin 2, but I really like that game. Damn, y'all think he gets Wi-Fi in here?
Чого треба?
Повідець.
Заходь. Ногами не човгай.
I don't think he got Wi-Fi in here, bro.
Якщо лише один,
Maybe he does, because that
багато не
radio is playing.
заплачу. Оце
Can you
виховання.
imagine this is like where you live
Куди пішов, сталкере?
in the zone? I mean, I guess it's kind of safe in here, but then again, I don't really think anywhere in the zone is really safe. Especially with Monolith and stuff. Like, do you think Monolith could just bust through these doors if they really wanted to? I don't know. These are some thick doors. I'm sure they could find a way. I don't know. Yeah, I know he's got the good. I'm gonna have to turn this off. It's fire music, but I know some of it's copyright. I know there's a streamer mode too, just I make things
Давай
harder than they
сюди.
need to be.
Новенький чи що? Чи я тебе не запам'ятав? От була у мене незабутня людина. Соловей звали. І працювати з ним було приємно, і випити цікаво. Загинув, шкода. Як думаєш, зможеш його замінити?
Не збирався. Я взагалі щодо...
Знаю я, що до чого ти. Перша у мене безоплатна, а питимемо разом на місці. Пляшку візьми в моїй лабораторії. Там, по коридору. Така мікстура доскону не забудеш. Або навпаки, не згадаєш. Давай. Ну що ж. Нумо дегустувати товар. По одній бахнемо. А там уже й обговоримо, скільки, кому і за якою ціною. Ну, за початок співпраці.
Ну давай. За співпрацю.
Навіть не скривися. Мене таке пацаняче хизування не вражає. Пити треба з душею та серцем. Ось так. Так, а про що ми там? Ще по одній?
Ну давай ще по одній.
Видно, не аспірант. Це добре. Ну, а щодо нашийників, більше не принось мені їх. Лавочку закрито. Нащо мені стільки нашийників, якщо немає повідця? Перспективний був проєкт. Тут його і пом'янемо. Ну, випиймо, сталкере.
Про який проект ти говориш?
Так я ж сказав, повідець. Проєкт контролю мутантів. Наліпили купу потвор, тоді створили інструменти, щоб керувати ними, ну і раптом що вбивати. Але з останнім, як ти розумієш, обісралися. Після заморозки проєкту всі мутанти у нашийниках мали б померти мирно у своїх клітках, а не роками сталкерню з зоною ганяти. От такий був перспективний проєкт. Дійсно, обіцянки, знаряддя розчарування. Ось і вип'ємо за це, сталкере. М?
You sound like Yoda, bro.
П'ємо.
He just left.
Звісно.
За концептуальне мислення. А якщо людина – міра всього, то міра, щоби стати людиною, 3 чарки цієї чарівної горілки. Тож, давай вперед, питай, поки я добрий.
Ну, розкажи тоді, як знищити фантоми та впоратись з тим, хто створює наведені ілюзії.
А, в очах двоїться. Так це від горілки пальоної. Мою бери. Вона допомагає не лише від радіації.
Я був тверезий, коли бачив, як людина створює фантом.
А я от був тверезий, коли бачив докази, що це неможливо.
What's up,
Але
Peter?
хто я, щоб забороняти тобі
923
жити
hours?
в
Damn.
ілюзіях?
My
Ну,
goodness.
якщо так хочеться,
You're probably
пхай
more
тупо
qualified
до
to do a no life run than I am. I mean,
Туди, де
one life
увесь
run
цей
or
цирк
permanent run. Sorry.
робився, і шукай там креслення
X5.
придушувача. Він має допомогти тобі. А горілка все одно скінчилася. Тож ходімо, вручу тобі ключ-картку. Нашийники були грубим інструментом, а ось придушувачі, щоб гасити їхні здібності,
580. I mean, there's nothing wrong with all those hours. I'm just saying that you definitely got more than me.
десь вона у мене була. Це не те, це сміття. О, огірочок. На потім. Бля! Ти куди? Сука! Артефакт з апарата вискочив. Лови його.
That sucks. What happened, Helter?
Оце ти, сталкере, меткий. Лишай собі, заслужив. Немов куля за цим артефактом. А ключ-картку від X5 я таки віддав щербі. Ось тому і не люблю я тих, хто не п'є. Дочекався, поки я буду у хорошому настрої і... Слухай, хочеш придушувач? Сам з цим понурим аспірантом балакай. Він десь на агропромі засів, ближче до X5. Ну, четверту, на удачу.
Damn. That's funny. It's not funny you lost your time, but damn, that fucking sucks. I would not be staying close to X5. I would not be in Niagara Prom if I was a defenseless scientist. You know what I'm saying? No, not me. Want to be a part of that 100 Rads bar? Are you talking about like the Discord server? I don't think I'm gonna do that today. Probably go back up to Rostock today. Go take a shower. Alright, this guy's eating my shots. Yeah, I am wanting to get a Nipro, but the caliber upgrade is expensive in terms of ammo. Am I pre-ordering Marathon? Probably not. I don't know anything about it. I saw that people are excited for it. Now, I know that there was a lot of controversy around it a few months ago. I don't really know anything about, because I know it's related to some other stuff. I'm not like I don't know anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really. So I'm probably not even gonna end up playing it, to be honest with you, unless it's like really big. And plus, the art style isn't really for me. I never really played Apex Legends or anything like that because a lot of what will make me play a game is its art style. Like Arc Raiders, like I was talking about earlier. I tried it because I like the art style and the customization options. On Showdown, I love the art style. Stalker, I love the art style. Red Dead Redemption 2, the art style. Witcher 3, art style. Visuals are very important to me. And I don't really like the art style of Marathon too much. I never really... What the hell? You saw that? Yeah, I don't know anything about Bungie or anything like that. Yeah, I remember the art theft stuff. I never really played Halo or Destiny. Like, I never was, like, into... Most of my life, I really enjoyed third-person games more than... I really started liking first-person games with Stalker and Hunt Showdown. BioShock was an exception, but most of my life I enjoyed third-person games most of the time, and I wasn't really interested too much in first-person games. Even Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I only played the second game because I wasn't interested in the first one, because especially for a medieval style action game, I like third-person. I like to see my characters, like gear and armor and all that other stuff. Oh, I'm not actually going there. Where am I going? Are you gonna get it, Alex? Is anybody in this in the chat gonna get Marathon? I don't know. Like I said, I have not watched anything about it. Haven't seen anything about it. The most recent stuff I've seen in terms of like new video games is Fable. The past few weeks, at least, it's been mainly Fable. I don't think anything else really. Road to Vostok. That's supposed to get a early access trailer soon. Probably stream that game, to be honest with you. I don't know if you guys are into it, but it looks very good to me. Kind of reminds me of has very heavy duty Stalker vibes. So we're definitely gonna give that game a try. Whenever it goes into early access. I know you can play it now. There's a demo out now, but I want the full early access build. Marathon Peter. You just like playing this game? Nothing wrong with that. What pilot girl are you talking about here? I cannot wait for Fable, man. I wish Dragon's Dogma 2 will get its fucking DLC already. I'm not really active in the 100 Rats bar heater, to be honest with you. Like I try not to be on stuff all day, like, so I couldn't tell you. I would not be able to figure out who's who or what's what.
Не завжди все продавалося. Просто я раніше за місяць додумався інформацію.
Коли угрупування чубляться, торговцям тільки на руку. Встигай запаси поповнювати. Так, перебої з постачанням бувають, але не катастрофічно. Лахмітнику, звичайно, простіше. Йому тягнуть пушки, які ще димлять. Горбатого
Oh,
могила
you're talking about
виправить.
that podcast?
Коли-небудь бухий в неї
Yeah, I was
звалиться.
on that. I thought you were talking about the Discord
Ти
server.
краще мій
Heater.
прилавок заціни. Є з чого обрати.
I think that girl's name is Sniper's Angel or something like
На-
that. If I'm not mistaken.
Вже й не пригадую, нащо поперся до зони. А зараз уже й не знаю, для чого не велику перед.
But yeah, she's another YouTuber.
Що? При...
How many snort vertebrae? I might have enough to give to the person at Malachite. That would be nice.
Чого нам боятися, братчику? І
That'd
долі
be
не
very
такі.
nice.
Як тобі на роду написано, так воно й буде.
Extremely nice. But yeah, outside of that podcast, like on video calls all the time or something. And I'm not really active on the Discord server. Anyways. Save there. We just did a little snippet of a main story mission today, guys. I hope you guys have a good day, have a good night, are being safe. If you're being affected by the snow, please stay safe. Don't drive. It's not worth it. Next time I stream, I don't know when. It was a week ago the last time I streamed Stalker 2. It might be a week from now. Maybe not. I've been waiting for this new patch. To be honest with you guys, I have been waiting because of all the horror stories that have to do with getting one shot by Ward and all that other stuff. Oh, you gotta drive to work? Then be safe. Be as safe as possible. Yeah, I've been waiting for the latest patch to come out to fix some of the scary stuff in terms of what might kill me in my permadeath, and I don't want anything stupid to kill me. I don't mind a challenging boss fight, but getting one shot through walls or something by a random ward member does not sound appealing to me. So yeah, that's why I've been kind of spacing my streams out a little more. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Please stay safe. Have a good day.